Do your legs feel heavier than they used to? Is your balance off, and does fatigue hit you harder than before? You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not powerless. These are among the most common and troubling concerns I hear from adults over the age of 60. My legs feel weak. I can't walk far without needing a rest. I feel off balance, and it scares me. And I hear these concerns not just once or twice, but over and over again. But here's the truth. Yes, aging brings change. But decline is not inevitable. Weakness is not a sentence. Balance doesn't have to fade. And energy, real, lasting energy, is something you can nurture, naturally. The danger lies not only in these physical symptoms, but in what they slowly steal from us. The confidence to walk unaided. The ability to join your friends on a stroll. The freedom to enjoy daily life without fear of falling. Too many people are told, that's just what happens when you get older. And while it's true that our bodies change, that message is not only discouraging, it's misleading. In my 30 years of working with older adults, I've seen that strength can be restored. Balance can improve. Fatigue can be reduced, often with simple, sustainable habits. And no, I'm not talking about a new prescription. Not a high-intensity workout. Not even an expensive supplement. Surprisingly, some of the most effective changes begin with something as simple as the tea you choose to drink each day. Yes, tea. Plant-based, time-tested, and remarkably powerful. In this episode, I'll share with you 3 specific teas that can support leg strength, improve circulation, calm inflammation, and help restore the energy that aging slowly tries to take away. These are not fads. They are rooted in both modern science and generations of traditional wisdom. They contain natural compounds that target exactly the systems that weaken with age: your muscles, your joints, your blood flow, your stress response, and your sleep. I'll explain how these teas work, why they work, and most importantly, how you can start using them today, in simple, gentle steps that fit into your lifestyle. So if you've noticed your legs don't carry you like they used to, if your energy fades faster than it should, or if you've started to avoid movement out of fear or fatigue, stay with me. Because sometimes, one small daily habit, like a cup of carefully chosen tea, can become the turning point for how you feel, how you move, and how confidently you live your life. And before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. What challenges have you noticed with leg strength or balance? Drop a comment below, and feel free to share your experience or ask any questions. I read every one of them. Let's begin. Have you ever asked yourself, why are my legs getting weaker, even though I'm still trying to stay active? Or maybe, why does it take me longer to recover from even light exercise? The answer isn't just about age, it's about a silent, gradual process happening inside the body, one that most people have never even heard of. Sarcopenia, the slow loss of muscle mass and strength that begins, often unnoticed, after the age of 60. Now, this isn't something that happens overnight. It's a quiet shift, a little more tired after walking upstairs, a bit more unsteady stepping off a curb, needing to rest after doing things that used to feel easy. But what causes sarcopenia? The truth is, it's not one thing. It's a combination of small changes that add up over time. 1. Reduced physical activity. Let's face it, as we age, we tend to move less. Pain, fatigue, or fear of falling often lead people to avoid movement, and that lack of movement causes muscles to weaken even further. It's a vicious cycle. The less we move, the weaker we get. And the weaker we get, the harder it is to move. 2. Lower hormone levels. As we age, our levels of growth hormone and testosterone naturally decline, even in women. These hormones are essential for maintaining muscle tone and energy production. Lower levels mean slower muscle repair, less energy, and more difficulty building or keeping strength, even if you're eating well or staying active. 3. Chronic inflammation. Here's something many people don't realize. Even if you're not feeling sick, low-grade inflammation might be quietly wearing your muscles down. Inflammation affects the joints, yes, but it also triggers muscle breakdown, interferes with recovery, and can make movement feel painful, even unsafe. It's like your body is fighting a battle inside, and your muscles pay the price. 4. Impaired circulation. Strong muscles need oxygen and nutrients, and those come through the bloodstream. But with age, blood vessels can stiffen, circulation slows, and muscles don't get the support they need. That leads to heavy, tired legs, cramps, cold feet, and a general sense that your legs just aren't awake. Everything is connected. What's most important to understand is this: these issues don't happen in isolation, they reinforce each other. Poor circulation increases inflammation. Inflammation slows recovery. Less recovery means more weakness. More weakness leads to less movement, and the cycle goes on. Traditional medicine often treats these problems separately: one pill for joint pain, another for fatigue, another for balance. But the body doesn't work in silos. Everything is connected. And that's where natural, holistic support, like the right herbal teas, can make a surprising difference. Plants don't treat symptoms, they support systems. Unlike drugs, which target one pathway, plant compounds often work on multiple systems at once. Antioxidants protect your cells from damage. Anti-inflammatory agents calm the chronic inflammation that wears you down. Adaptogens help regulate stress and hormones, allowing your body to restore itself. And circulatory stimulants encourage better blood flow, fueling your muscles and joints. The right combination of plants can quietly support your strength, stamina, and stability, not overnight, but day by day, cup by cup. So before we get to the specific teas, ask yourself, do I often feel tired before the day even starts? Do my legs feel stiff or heavy, especially in the afternoon? Am I avoiding activities I used to enjoy because I'm afraid of losing balance or running out of energy? If any of those ring true, you are not alone. And more importantly, there are ways to change course. We're about to explore 3 teas that support the exact systems we've just talked about. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, help your muscles recover, and support better energy, all in a way that's gentle, sustainable, and accessible. But before we do, I'd love for you to pause for a moment and share, what's been your biggest struggle with leg strength or energy lately? Drop a comment below. Your experiences help shape future videos, and they remind others they're not alone on this journey. Now, let's take a closer look at the first tea, one that targets circulation and inflammation head-on. Let's talk about ginger and turmeric. Let's start with a tea that's warm, familiar, and incredibly powerful: ginger turmeric tea. You might recognize these ingredients as spices in your kitchen. But when combined as a tea, they create a therapeutic blend that helps address 2 of the main culprits behind leg weakness: inflammation, poor circulation. Let's begin with ginger. Ginger has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years, but modern science now confirms what ancient cultures always knew. Ginger helps improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. The secret lies in compounds called gingerols. These act as natural vasodilators, which means they gently open up your blood vessels, allowing oxygen and nutrients to flow more freely to your muscles. And that matters more than you might think. Why circulation matters for your legs. Many older adults I work with describe their legs as heavy, sluggish, cold, even when the room is warm. This often points to poor circulation, a hidden cause of muscle fatigue and discomfort. When your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen, they tire out faster. When they lack nutrients, they recover more slowly. But when you stimulate circulation, your muscles start to wake up again. They receive what they need to function, repair, and grow. In my clinic, patients who drink ginger tea daily often report lighter, more energetic legs, better endurance for walking, less dead weight feeling in the afternoon. Now let's talk about turmeric. If ginger boosts circulation, turmeric calms the internal fire. That's because turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds known. And inflammation, as we discussed earlier, plays a central role in weakening muscles and stiffening joints. When inflammation is high, muscles break down faster. Joints become less mobile. Even gentle movement becomes painful. Curcumin helps by blocking inflammatory enzymes and calming the overactive immune response. This gives your body a chance to heal, not just cope. What the research shows, curcumin has been shown to reduce joint pain in people with arthritis. It helps protect muscle fibers from damage after activity. It even shows promise in reducing delayed onset muscle soreness after exercise. For seniors, that translates to less pain after walking or climbing stairs, faster recovery after gentle movement, more willingness to stay active without dreading the aftermath. The power of combination. What's remarkable is how ginger and turmeric work together. Ginger improves circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients get to your muscles. Turmeric reduces inflammation, allowing your muscles to use those nutrients to rebuild. Together, they don't just make you feel better in the moment. They support long-term strength and mobility. It's not a quick fix, it's a foundation. How to prepare it right: use fresh ingredients when possible. Fresh ginger root contains higher levels of gingerols than dried or powdered ginger. Fresh turmeric root is ideal, but turmeric powder also works well. Don't forget the black pepper. This is a step many people miss. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is hard for the body to absorb on its own. But adding just a small pinch of black pepper boosts absorption by up to 2000%. This happens thanks to piperine, a compound in pepper that helps curcumin pass through the intestinal wall and into the bloodstream. Optional flavor boosters: a slice of lemon adds vitamin C and a refreshing taste. A teaspoon of honey soothes the throat and improves palatability. Suggested method: slice about 1 inch of fresh ginger and 1 inch of turmeric root, or half a teaspoon turmeric powder. Add to 2 cups of hot water, not boiling. Simmer gently for 10 to 15 minutes. Add a pinch of black pepper, lemon, and honey if desired. Strain and enjoy warm. How often and when to drink it? Once per day is a great starting point. Best taken in the morning or early afternoon, as it gently energizes. Consistency is key. It's not a magic bullet, it's a daily habit. Some people feel a difference in just 1 to 2 weeks: less stiffness, more energy in the legs. For others, it may take a month or more to feel real change. But just like strength fades over time, it also returns one habit at a time. A tradition that has stood the test of time. This isn't new. In India, ginger turmeric tea has been used for generations to treat joint pain, fatigue, and poor circulation. It's a daily practice in many families, especially for elders who want to stay mobile and strong. Even modern athletes have begun adopting turmeric as part of their recovery routine, because reducing inflammation helps the body do more, with less pain. If it helps them recover from hours of physical stress, it can certainly help you recover from the demands of daily living. What about you? Have you tried ginger or turmeric tea before? Drop a comment below and let us know what you felt, how you prepare it, or what questions you have about getting started. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, please consider liking and subscribing. Your support helps us reach more people just like you. Next up, we're going to talk about another tea, one that fights fatigue, lifts your energy, and helps you feel more capable of moving through the day. Let's talk about ginseng green tea. While ginger and turmeric help relieve soreness and improve circulation, many of my patients still ask, why do I still feel tired, even when my legs don't hurt? Why does a short walk leave me exhausted? I sleep, I eat, but I still don't have energy. This brings us to another crucial aspect of aging that often goes unnoticed. How your body makes and uses energy. And one of the simplest, safest, and most effective ways to support that process is with a powerful yet gentle blend. Ginseng green tea. This tea combines two remarkable plants. Ginseng, a natural adaptogen that enhances energy, focus, and endurance. Green tea, a source of antioxidants and clean, steady energy. Together, they create a tea that supports not just your body, but also your mind. Why energy fades with age? As we grow older, the body faces several challenges when it comes to energy metabolism: reduced oxygen delivery to muscles, weaker mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are your body's energy engines. Increased stress hormones that drain energy and slow recovery. Mental fatigue, which makes even simple tasks feel overwhelming. This is why so many older adults tell me, it's not just physical, it's like I wake up already tired. Let's look at ginseng first. Ginseng has been used for centuries in Asian medicine to combat weakness, mental fog, low stamina, age-related decline in vitality. What makes it so effective? It contains compounds called ginsenosides, which improve how your muscles use oxygen, support mitochondrial function, lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol, protect muscle tissue from breakdown. This means your muscles can do more work, with less fatigue. But the effects aren't just physical. One of the most overlooked aspects of aging is how mental energy affects physical activity. When your brain is tired, it tells your body to slow down. Ginseng helps by improving cognitive clarity, motivation, stress resilience. Many of my patients tell me that after a few weeks of drinking ginseng tea, they feel more mentally alert, more motivated to walk or exercise, less easily overwhelmed by daily tasks. Now, let's talk about green tea. Green tea is popular worldwide, and for good reason. It contains catechins, powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from damage. A modest amount of caffeine, much less than coffee, but enough to gently lift your energy. L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes calm focus without anxiety or jitters. This unique combination gives you a sense of alertness without agitation. And for older adults, that's incredibly important. Instead of a sharp energy spike followed by a crash, like you might get with coffee or energy drinks, green tea offers a smoother, more sustainable boost, perfect for supporting light activity throughout the day. Why this combination works so well? Ginseng and green tea are powerful on their own, but together, they're even better. Ginseng helps your body generate energy more efficiently. Green tea helps your mind stay calm, clear, and focused. The result, you feel more capable, more motivated, and less likely to give up halfway through the day. Whether it's finishing your walk, doing light housework, or joining a social activity, this tea can give you the lift to keep going. What the science says: clinical studies on older adults have shown that ginseng improves muscle oxygen use, enhances balance and endurance, reduces feelings of fatigue and weakness. Other research on green tea shows improved reaction time and memory, better vascular health, reduced oxidative stress in muscles and joints. These findings support what so many cultures have known for generations: the right tea doesn't just warm the body, it strengthens it from within. How to prepare ginseng green tea? You don't need anything complicated, just a few simple ingredients and care in preparation. Ingredients: 1 green tea bag or 1 teaspoon loose leaf green tea, 3 to 5 thin slices of fresh ginseng root, or 1/4 of a teaspoon ginseng powder, 1.5–2 cups hot water, not boiling, optional, a teaspoon of honey. Method: heat your water to just below boiling, about 80 to 85 degrees Celsius or 175 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Steep the green tea for 2 to 3 minutes, then remove. Add the ginseng slices or powder, and steep for another 5 to 7 minutes. Add honey if desired, and sip slowly. When to drink: ideal in the morning or before midday. Avoid late evenings, especially if you're sensitive to caffeine. A quick note on safety: while both ingredients are generally safe for most adults, ginseng can raise blood pressure in sensitive individuals. If you have high blood pressure, take blood thinners, are on multiple medications, it's always best to consult your physician first before starting regular use. That said, when consumed in moderation as a tea, ginseng is well tolerated and beneficial for the majority of older adults. Let's hear from you. Have you tried ginseng or green tea before? Did you feel a difference in your energy or mental focus? Drop a comment below and share your experience. It helps others feel encouraged, and your story might inspire someone else to try it, too. Next, we'll shift our focus from energy to recovery. Because having more stamina during the day is great, but what happens when your body doesn't repair properly at night? Let's explore a tea that supports sleep, nerve recovery, and the kind of calm your body needs to truly rebuild. Ashwagandha root tea. Let me ask you something personal. Do you wake up already tired? Are your legs stiff before your day even begins? Do you feel like your body never fully recovers, no matter how much rest you try to get? If so, you're not alone. And the solution might not lie in doing more, but in doing less, more intentionally. Because sometimes, what the body needs isn't stimulation. It's restoration. That's where a deeply calming, deeply nourishing tea comes in. Ashwagandha root tea. Unlike ginger, turmeric, and ginseng green tea, which support circulation and energy, ashwagandha works at a deeper level, restoring your body's internal balance. What's really behind your fatigue? By the time we reach 60, 70, 80 and beyond, our bodies are dealing with more than just aging muscles. There's also chronic stress, often invisible, shifting hormones, restless sleep, and neurological fatigue that weakens the brain's signals to your muscles. You might feel like your nerves aren't firing properly, or like your balance is off even though your legs are trying their best. Here's the good news: ashwagandha helps address the root of these challenges by regulating stress hormones, calming the nervous system, and improving sleep. What is ashwagandha? Ashwagandha is a powerful adaptogen, a type of herb that helps your body adapt to stress, both physical and emotional. In Ayurvedic medicine, traditional Indian healing, it's been used for centuries to promote strength and vitality, reduce anxiety, support restful sleep, improve muscle recovery and stability. And modern science has caught up, confirming its effects on the nervous system, hormonal balance, and even neuromuscular coordination. How stress and sleep affect your strength. Here's something few people talk about. Muscles don't rebuild when you're active, they rebuild when you're resting, especially during deep sleep. But if your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, that healing process gets interrupted. Muscles break down faster. Bones become weaker. Sleep becomes shallow or restless. Nerve signals between the brain and legs slow down. The result? You feel drained, unsteady, frustrated. Ashwagandha helps by lowering cortisol, allowing your body to shift out of survival mode and into repair mode. What you might notice with consistent use, patients who drink ashwagandha tea regularly often report falling asleep faster, waking up with more mental clarity, stronger legs in the morning, a greater sense of calm and control. One woman in her late 70s told me, "I didn't realize how tense I'd been until I started sleeping through the night. My legs used to feel like bricks in the morning, now they're just legs again." What the research says. Ashwagandha has been shown to reduce cortisol levels by up to 30% in some studies. It improves sleep quality and duration. Enhances muscle strength and recovery. Strengthens neuromuscular coordination, which helps improve balance. This is especially important for older adults who feel shaky or unstable when walking, anxious about falling, or mentally fatigued even after a full night's rest. Because when your mind and body are in sync, movement feels safe again. How to prepare ashwagandha root tea. Best form. Use dried root pieces if possible. They release compounds slowly and effectively. Method. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried ashwagandha root to a small pot with 2 cups of water. Simmer gently for 10 to 15 minutes, not just steeping. Strain and serve warm. Optional, add cinnamon stick or a little honey for flavor. When to drink. Ideal in the evening, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If used in the morning, it provides calm energy throughout the day, best for people with stress-related fatigue. A note on safety, ashwagandha is generally very well tolerated. But it may not be appropriate for those with thyroid conditions, autoimmune diseases, or individuals on hormonal or sedative medications. As always, check with your physician, especially if you're taking multiple prescriptions. Why this tea matters. So many older adults focus on exercise and diet, and that's important. But few realize that without proper rest, balance, and hormonal regulation, the body can't recover. No matter how well you eat or move, ashwagandha fills that gap. It supports the hidden systems behind strength, the nervous system, the sleep cycle, and the stress response. And when those systems are in balance, the results are real: a steadier step, a clearer mind, a calmer heart, a body that feels ready, not reactive. What about you? Have you struggled with sleep or stress-related fatigue? Have you tried any calming herbal teas before bedtime? Drop a comment below and let us know. Your experience could help others who are going through the same thing, and we love reading your stories. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to LifeWell Seniors. We create each video with care to bring you gentle, effective, and uplifting guidance for living well at every stage of life. Up next, we'll bring it all together. In the final part of this episode, we'll recap the benefits of all 3 teas, and I'll give you a simple, step-by-step daily routine to help you build strength, restore energy, and feel more confident in your movement again. Let's finish strong. Let's take a moment to look back at what we've explored together. If you've stayed with me through this video, then you now understand something many people never hear. Weakness in older age is not inevitable. And strength, real, lasting strength, can be rebuilt, one simple habit at a time. Over the years, I've seen too many older adults told, "That's just how it is. Getting weaker is part of aging. There's nothing you can do." But that message is not only false, it's harmful. It takes away hope. It takes away choice. Here's the truth. Even at 60, 70, 80 and beyond, your body still responds to care. It still heals. It still adapts. And that's why your daily habits matter more than ever. So let's review the 3 teas that support you from the inside out. Ginger turmeric tea. Boosts circulation, helping oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles. Reduces inflammation, relieving soreness and improving joint comfort. Supports recovery after movement so you can stay active with less discomfort. Ginseng green tea. Enhances oxygen use in your muscles. Provides clean, steady energy without jitters. Improves mental clarity and motivation to move and stay engaged. Ashwagandha root tea regulates stress hormones like cortisol. Promotes deep, restorative sleep, crucial for muscle rebuilding. Strengthens neuromuscular coordination, helping with balance and confidence. Each of these teas does something different, but together, they support stronger legs, steadier balance, greater energy, and a sense of calm and control over your body again. No prescription. No side effects. No overwhelm. Just simple, plant-based support that builds strength from the inside out. How to begin? You don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Start consistently. Here's a simple routine you can follow. Time of day. Tea. Purpose. Morning. Ginger turmeric tea. Wake up your muscles. Reduce inflammation. Midday. Ginseng green tea. Boost energy. Support activity. Evening. Ashwagandha tea. Calm the nervous system. Improve sleep. Make your tea part of a daily rhythm, just like brushing your teeth or taking a walk. Over weeks and months, these tiny moments add up. And what you'll notice is not just less pain, but more movement, more confidence, and more joy in daily life. Let's talk about it together. Which tea are you most excited to try first? Have you already used any of them before? How did it make you feel? Please drop a comment below and let me know. I read every one, and your story could inspire someone else who's still unsure if change is possible. Thank you for being here. If you found this video helpful, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us keep creating trusted, thoughtful, and empowering content for people just like you. And remember, it's never too late. Not too late to build strength. Not too late to feel steady again. Not too late to take back your energy and your joy. All it takes is one small step, maybe even just a cup of tea. Thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.